This channel is proudly sponsored by the Red Room. Please check out the link to their store in the description and in the pinned comment below for exclusive tabletop RPG products you will find nowhere else. Thank you. Hi, this is my review of Fledge Witch, the Magical Apprentices of Elemeria. This is a slice of life anime style of tabletop RPG. You play as the apprentice of a powerful witch. The magic here is somewhat subtle. This is not a game of huge magical battles. This is about helping people with their everyday life problems, or even solving some situations that you encounter as an apprentice of a mysterious witch. Now let's talk about the quality of the PDF. My major criticism is that you do not have bookmarks and no hyperlinks, so it's not going to be easy to navigate this 136 pages document. This PDF is not exactly inexpensive, so I find it quite disappointing that no bookmarks and no hyperlinks were added. Apart from that, everything is well written, organized, and explained. The graphic design and layout looks elegant and magical. You have some embellishments near the edges of the pages. When it comes to the illustrations, they are in the anime/manga style, perfectly expressing the magical adventures that you will experience with this tabletop role-playing game. So overall, the quality is pretty good. Now let's talk about the contents. This tabletop RPG is to be played with a smaller group, between 1 to 3 player characters, because there is a strong emphasis on each character's personal history and the situations that you experience as an apprentice. The character creation process is quite simple. Just a few steps and you can randomly determine some things concerning your character's personal background. To play this tabletop RPG, you need a bunch of 6-sided dice. It's a dice pool system. You roll as many dice as possible or as indicated depending on your abilities, on the factors, the circumstances, and you try to roll a certain number or above that number. Each die that reaches a particular threshold counts as a success. And sometimes, depending on the situation, you need more than one success in order for you to be successful at a particular task. You can play as a human apprentice or even weirder things such as yokai, fairies, golems. And during this character creation process, you will be selecting magical crafts. You have summon craft, song craft, potion craft, tool craft, lore craft, house craft. They all consist of using various tools, summoning beings in order for you to be successful in the different challenges that you encounter. You also have magical skills. They allow you to play around with your dice pool. Some of them will flip the die that you have rolled upside down. So maybe you rolled a 2 and you needed 4 or above. You can use your skill and then it ends up as a 5 because the 5 is the face on the opposite side of your die when you rolled a 2. So you have skills such as Please Familiar, which allows you to call upon the aid of a familiar. You have Come Forth, O Miracle, which allows you to think quickly and cast just the right spell for the situation. This is the one that I was telling you about. Choose one of the dice that you rolled and turn it upside down. You have other things such as I'll Give It My All, Knew This Would Happen, Eureka, etc. The Game Master also creates a witch. The witch, of course, is more powerful and knowledgeable when compared to the apprentices. And you serve as a guide of sorts, in order for the students or apprentices to be successful at their particular challenges or tasks. So the system is incredibly simple. A situation happens, the apprentices try to solve the situation, and they are successful or they fail at their particular tasks. They obtain hearts as rewards. Even if you fail, you can obtain a negative heart. So you can use those pieces of heart in future tests or checks for you to obtain a bonus during your roll. So let's say that you have a negative heart. Perhaps you are driven forward, you don't want to fail just like the other time. Or you use a positive heart. You are encouraged by your triumphs and successes. So it's all about role-playing how those hearts play into the equation or the task resolution. You have information on the setting. It is not an extensively detailed setting, but you have just enough information for you to get a good idea of what is going on in the game world. There are many secrets that should be revealed during the course of a campaign. You also have a Game Master section giving you tips and advice on how to run this game. Each session usually takes between 1 to 2 hours. You also have 3 complete scenarios. Now, when it comes to the scenarios in the Game Master section, you have very technical, precise instructions on how to apply the successes, the challenges, etc. But these scenarios, they forsake all of that almost immediately, so that's a bit disappointing, but at the same time, it also means that they are quite freeform. 2 of the scenarios are quite easy to understand, but the third one is a bit more challenging. In my opinion, you should use it as the end game scenario, or as the conclusion for an entire campaign. I am avoiding spoilers, of course, because perhaps someone that is going to participate as a player is watching this review. Now, when it comes to the setting, magic is there to help people. There are various opinions about it. Some think that magic should be employed when necessary, while some others abandon it or reject it completely. You actually have religions or cults that have various opinions on the subject matter. The witch and the apprentices live outside normal civilization, and only in times of great need there is interaction between the normal people and the witches and the apprentices. Although there are also events such as the gathering of witches and communication between various apprentices and witches. So what do I think about Fledge Witch, the Magical Apprentices of Elemeria? I am quite excited to run this game. This same week, I am going to post a professional game listing in Start Playing Games. So if you want to play this tabletop RPG, definitely consider playing in my game. This is a simple system with a magical enchanting setting, and both the system and the setting are easy enough to modify according to your own gaming needs. When it comes to task resolution, like I said, it's a simple D6 pool. Let's say that you have level 2 of a particular skill. You roll 2 6-sided dice, and then you add another one if you follow the advice given by your witch teacher. And perhaps there is some other circumstance or factor that adds more dice to your roll. You need a number of successes, perhaps you need to cooperate with the other apprentices, and so forth. You solve every situation that you encounter during these scenarios. So, my highest recommendation for Fledge Witch, the Magical Apprentices of Elemeria. While this game does not focus on combat, it is also quite easy to introduce some combat encounters, because every single check, every single situation, is just a simple roll to see if you either succeed or fail. Because they are so powerful, under normal circumstances, neither the witch nor her apprentices will die. And you can play as female or male witches. The term witch is derived from the Indo-European term vitki or vice, so it applies to any gender. I think you will have great fun when it comes to creating your own potions, summoning familiars, enacting or creating magical effects such as producing flame, water, thunder, manipulating the weather, and deciphering the mysteries of various grimoires and scrolls. Thank you for watching this review. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. This has been Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. If you want me to run a game for you, please check out the pinned comment below. And remember, master roleplay and you will master the game. Once again, thank you, and see you later.